I'm Alexander Alexandrovich, born on December 23rd, 1990, waiting.
The 6th.
Brigade, yeah. My position is rifleman, but as for me, what, after training? Well, in the morning I was heading home. Pulled up to the house, got stopped, document check. I didn't really have any documents, just my passport. They told me to dictate my last name, checked it through some network. They called someone, it was the local police officer. I didn't even know who our local officer was. That's it, the military enlistment office arrived and they took me to the district center. They sent me to the commission. Well, there I had my blood taken and an x-ray, a photo.
Are you healthy?
I could probably even fly to space, honestly. I didn't go through anything else. They did everything for me, wrote me down, kept me there the whole day.
What did they teach you?
How to carefully take apart and properly shoot an assault rifle, as well as provide basic first aid.
Did you learn at night?
Shooting, stacking bayonets with a handle, that's all. I never stood behind the machine gun.
How did you end up at the front? What did you see there?
I just heard explosions, that's it. Didn't even fire my rifle. I didn't really see anything, honestly, nothing at all. I was sitting at a post. They put me on a post. In those groves, there was a pit, a dugout, groves on both sides. The trench, that's all I saw, bushes, and there were corpses lying somewhere off to the side. Old corpses, already there for a while. On the radio, I could hear explosions nearby and a drone flying overhead.
How did you get captured?
Tell me. The 16th Special Forces Unit, that's who came in. In the morning, I didn't expect that, although I didn't even. Well, over there on the neighboring positions, there were, I don't know, there was shooting going on. It seemed to us that, well, here and there, and they said something like, in the morning they'll sort it out. We met up at the neighboring positions. They didn't tell us anything, they just told us to keep a good lookout. To keep watch.
How exactly did they treat our soldiers?
How did they treat me? In what way?
How did our soldiers start?
To treat you. It was fine. Everything was normal. They didn't beat us. They gave us cigarettes, everything as it should be. Everything was fine. That's it, we finally decided to surrender, to just give up. I surrendered. I didn't even shoot, no one shot, we didn't fire a single bullet at all.
Do you think you were lucky that it all ended this way for you?
Honestly, I would say I was lucky because they could have done things differently.
Do you want to be exchanged?
Yes, I'd like to go home.
Who is waiting for you at home?
Well, my dad, my brother, my mom, and...
Could you please tell me how old your brother is?
He's already grown up.
Well, how old?
Born in '93.
In the army?
No.
Why not?
He didn't serve and didn't go at all.
So he's a draft dodger?
You could say that.
And why didn't you just run away at that moment?
Where could I have run to? I thought about running away. But you'd have to plan it really well. They'd find me. Where would I run? They'd find me at home right away. About the situation in Ukraine? Well, right now in Ukraine, you see, there's a war. I don't know what this war is for, or what's going on there, what's happening. I'll tell you now, the situation is very bad as far as I understand. The situation is mostly. As for politics itself, I know nothing. I don't get involved in that. I don't understand politics. I live, I earn a living, I make money for bread, I sit by myself, I worry, and so on. I mind my own business and live, I don't bother anyone.
And who is to blame for the situation that has developed now? Everyone who was here before you?
Say please.
That I'm a zero in politics. I don't get involved. I don't go to elections. Me?
Too.
Well, then why does it turn out this way? Maybe that's exactly why?
I think nothing depends on me, on just one person. I think because of me, there's nothing to put, just a check mark, even if I choose, and so on. My vote won't change anything there. Well,
That's exactly what I'm telling you about. Each of you treats the life and future of your own country with such indifference, almost as if it does not matter, and then a handful of bandits like Zelensky come along, simply pick up the power that's just lying around, and do exactly what has now happened to the country. Have you ever really thought about that?
I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I'm in this. I see that, yes, prices are rising, of course, yes, this and that, but life is getting harder for me, but I couldn't do anything about it.
What were you doing in 2014 when Maidan happened?
I was working at my job. No.
Doesn't it bother you that a bunch of bandits in power decide the fate of people like you, working folks?
They decide our fate.
They basically sent you off, you could say, to die.
I've already realized that people have been pushed into this at some point. Why didn't you realize it earlier? Well, who would even think of sending a wounded person, for example, to be cannon fodder? I would never have seen it. What for? You could just get out of there, damn well, if you need to. I don't know how it works, but there are people who manage to pull it off. Maybe I just don't really understand, or maybe
you can't even get out. Maybe you should just grab pitchforks and axes and go out to another Maidan, right? Or do ordinary people only go out there for money?
I'm telling you, I wasn't at Maidan. I don't know. Maybe they paid money, to be honest. I'm not judging at all. I didn't even understand what Maidan was about, you know. Well, Yanukovych was there. What did he... I'll say it. Politics isn't really my thing. Did you hear anything about Maidan?
Tell me a little about your family. What do they do? Where do they live?
They live where I live, with me. We all share one apartment. For me,
It's a bit cramped.
it's cramped, but what can you do?
Did you have enough money to live on?
We had enough for bread. Well, since we have our own garden, I planted potatoes, whatever was needed. For the winter, we have something to eat. Well, somewhere I earned a bit.
Bought something. Do you have heating, electricity?
Yes.
Is everything okay?
Well, I have the stove, you know, a wood-burning one.
Oh, you heat with firewood? Yes. Wait, you have a stove in your apartment?
Yes. Well, basically, yeah, a stove.
So you burn wood in your apartment?
Yes. Do you drink vodka? I drink. Why wouldn't I drink? Good textbook. What textbook do we have? We hid many times, mostly. Again, what do you call them, damn, the barracks? Well, because there was an alarm, you had to hide so that nothing would fall on anyone and so on. And
So they would announce an alarm at the training ground, right?
yeah,
What, missiles flying? Is that even possible?
obviously. Hi, mom, dad, brother. I'm doing fine. In captivity. Don't worry. I think everything will be okay. I think we'll get through this somehow.
Папа, брат, привет. У меня все хорошо. В плену. Не переживайте. Все будет хорошо, думаю. Прорвемся ж как-то, думаю.